was a caretaker at MIT. He didn't go to school for more than a few days. He had a great talent for mathematics. The professor asked him to help him with a variety of mathematical problems, no matter how complex the problem. After Kevin's guidance made it all clear. The professor touched the back of Kevin's head with a look of admiration. At this rate, to win the Nobel Prize in mathematics, it was a foregone conclusion. Although Kevin had a great talent for mathematics, but he didn't have a happy childhood because he was an orphan. His adoptive family would often abuse him. As a result, he became very sensitive and impulsive. The professor forced him to see a psychiatrist once a week. Little did Kevin know that with just a few words, and he pissed off the doctor. He hit the nail on the head. The doctor slammed the door in anger and left. So the 5 psychiatrists he hired in a row, all of them were pissed off by Kevin because he had found the pain in all of them. He had no choice. The professor had no choice but to call in his old school friend David. He was a very good psychiatrist because he had lost his wife. So he gave up his job as a psychological coach. After hearing about Kevin's story, he decided to meet with Kevin. As soon as they met, they began their dispute. Kevin kept looking around the room, hoping to find something wrong with David, and sure enough, he saw David's thoughts through a painting.
You married the wrong one.
Kevin's comment pissed David off completely. He grabbed Kevin by the neck.
If you ever disrespect my wife again, I will end you. I will fucking end you.
After Kevin left, David thought of his dead wife once again. He couldn't find peace in his mind, but he didn't give up. He decided to meet Kevin again. The second time they met in a park. The two men were like friends this time. They told each other about their experiences. David's wife had unfortunately fallen ill with cancer. She spent 2 months in hospital. Then she died. Kevin listened to David's story. He fell silent. It was his great talent that led to his own inner arrogance, but deep down he was like a child who hadn't grown up. Kevin told David that he'd recently fallen in love with a girl. He wanted to chase her, but he was afraid that if something unpleasant happened, both of them would be hurt by each other. David told Kevin, "You should learn to accept yourself as imperfect, and then use your perfect eyes to accept each other's imperfections." After hearing this, Kevin decided to ask the girl out to dinner. They had a great conversation. Soon they were in a committed relationship, but then something unpleasant